placenta is the first organ that's formed by babies during development. And it's kind of thought of generally as a barrier between the mother and the baby, but it's actually performing a lot more functions than that. So it provides the oxygen and nutrients for the baby that it needs to grow. It also removes waste as the baby's growing. It performs crucial maternal fetal signaling, and it passes information from the mother to the baby about the environment. And the placenta is really important because it's the master regulator, really, of the in utero environment, if you think about it, because everything that happens to the baby is kind of dictated by the placenta. So it has a lot of control over the nutrients, the signaling, and the communication during pregnancy. And as a researcher, we're really interested in studying the placenta can kind of act as like a black box or like a recording of what happened during pregnancy to help us understand, what was the baby exposed to and what was the environment like during pregnancy. So you might be asking, what happens to the placenta? And the placenta is delivered after the baby. It's kind of known as the third stage of labor. So after it's delivered, the doctor will examine the placenta to make sure everything is intact and, the placenta was delivered safely and everything was delivered. Then it's kind of up to you what you do with it. Most of the time it would end up in medical waste. Some cultures have very specific beliefs or rituals about the placenta and have specific things that they do with it. One thing that's kind of been popularized in the media lately is encapsulation and consumption of the placenta. However, the CDC does not recommend this because of potential bacteria that could be introduced in this process. And there's really no evidence from the literature that there's any positive outcomes.